What's good, everybody? I'm Michael Herter from RawGameplay.com.
What's going on? This is Nelson Rios from RawGameplay.com.
But the only thing we like raw is
It's
our
our
video
video
gameplay.
gameplay.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about Epic Mickey for the Nintendo Wii.
That's right.
And I know, I did say it, Epic Mickey. Y'all got a problem with that? All right? Yes, we do play games like Epic Mickey, okay? I know it's not Modern Warfare. I know it's not Black Ops. I know it's not Halo. It's Epic Mickey, all right? You got a problem with that? You send him an email, nelson@rawgameplay.com, and you send him the hate mail. Not me, because I won't read it. Moving on any damn way. Nelson, let's talk about the storyline. Let's get to the point, baby, because it got a lot of action in this game, and there's adventure. And no, I'm just kidding. Let's just get through it again.
Basically, the story starts off as, the game. You see Mickey Mouse sleeping on the bed and whatnot. And then you have Yen Sid, which is the magician. I don't know if you guys, watch Fantasia or whatnot, but he's a magician of Disney. And he's sitting there making a reconstruction of, the Disney theme park, like the Disneyland and stuff like that. So he finishes it, puts the final touches in, goes off to bed. Mickey Mouse thought it was funny to go through a magic mirror, which is like a teleporter from his realm to the castle. He went in there, he was like, oh, okay, I see a magical brush, I see paint, and I see thinner. He started taking the thinner and started making I think he tried to make like a sculptor of himself. Then this nasty looking goo came out, which is called a bolt, which is the main enemy of the game and whatnot. And he messed up, and he tried to cover it up by, using the paint and the thinner, mixing it in. He screwed up, ran back into the mirror. Then it showed like a clips of him doing like his little skits over the years, like Mickey and the Beanstalk, stuff like that. Then one day, the bolt came through the mirror, grabbed him, sucked him right back in, and they brought him into the world, which is now called Wasteland. And the whole point of the game is Mickey has the magical brush, and he's trying to get back home.
All right, thank you, guys. Have a nice night. That was the story. That was the story, and we'll tune in next time, all right, guys? No. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, behind the scenes, Big Sean. He's laughing up a storm.
Oh, no.
For no reason.
Oh,
but hey,
no.
we love him to death. All right, cool. I'll let him get it off. Yeah, you finished? All right, great. Okay, just make sure he gets it. So, all right, I'm a little confused. I mean, I'm not confused. I know exactly what's going on here when it comes to Epic Mickey and the Nintendo Wii. I'm running around. I got a paintbrush in my hand. I'm coloring stuff. I'm erasing stuff. I'm running around doing that most of the time.
Yes, that's basically what you're going to be doing for the 17 hours of gameplay of Epic Mickey.
And yes, you did hear him correctly. He did say 17 hours if you do play the game. I'm not going to front, though. I'm not going to bash this game because you know why? Usually I bash games like Epic Mickey because we're so used to all the games thrown in our faces. Like, of course, the fighters and the shooters and the top games, that everybody seems to ignore the games like Epic Mickey. I like that game. I'm going to tell you why I like it. At first, I'm not going to lie to you guys out there in Raw Gameplay Land, I thought the game was mother flood fucking boring. I was like, why am I playing this when I could be playing some Super Street Fighter 4? But enough about Super Street Fighter 4. We're not talking about that. We're here to talk about Epic Mickey. All right? Nelson, talk some more because I have no idea what I'm saying right now. Go ahead.
All right. Basically, I just gave you the guys the rundown of the story. So, as I was saying with the magical brush, Mickey, that's his tool, I guess you can say, of choice. He has a magical paintbrush, which is Jensen's, little thing to reconstruct the Disney world. And you have two types of paint. You have paint, which is basically to fill in the empty spots. So they say, if a bridge is broken, you get to fill it back up and whatnot. Then you also have thinner, which is to erase and eliminate objects, so you can either go through walls or get through certain areas like puzzles to keep progressing on through the story. And also with the enemies, you can also use the paint and the thinner. Paint is to make them become friendly, to help Mickey and whatnot for a several amount of time. Then you use the thinner to eliminate the enemy.
Now, I like to talk about the visuals. Nintendo Wii, of course, this is on the Nintendo Wii. And Nintendo Wii is not a 3D, I'm talking about an HD gaming console.
No, it's not.
And I got to commend the little bit of space and a little bit that the developers have to work with when developing games for the Nintendo Wii. Because a lot of people don't seem to realize that it takes a lot of manpower, a lot of people missing time with their family to develop games like this, like Epic Mickey. And I got to say, for the little bit of, space, of course, for the Nintendo Wii, that the developers actually put together some really interesting looking maps and boards and things of that such. The graphics, there was one board I was running in. It had a castle. It was like more of a castle looking board, and I was running up these huge steps, and I saw books on the wall. They took out time to put detail in the visuals, so it actually looks kind of good.
Yeah.
I like the fact when they take the Of course, because I know Maya and I know 3D animation. The particle systems and the particle generators in the game, when Mickey Mouse waves his brush and he changes color, black and white, eventually you got to go through certain levels. And the levels is kind of complex if you look at it. The Epic Mickey is not just a Mickey Mouse game. Oh, yeah, like how I did that pun, Mickey Mouse. And never mind. But anyway, you have to actually use your paintbrush in certain sequences to actually slow down. Like for instance, there was this one part. It was a blade spinning around. I actually had to wave and slow the blade down so I can jump through the blade. Because if you didn't know that, you would get sliced up.
Yeah, you only have like a certain amount of time to actually jump through the actual spinning blades when you use the Mickey Mouse's ability to slow down time.
So what about the graphics for you? Because of course Mickey, you don't really see Mickey Mouse in that many games. If you look in the past, Mickey Mouse has been in several different games, but we never looked at Mickey Mouse like the hero. You know, we've been on Mickey Mouse. I mean, there was a Mickey Mouse we were talking about earlier, or old Mickey Mouse. Remember the name of it?
I believe it was a Mickey Mouse game for the Super Nintendo. I'm not really too sure about the game exactly.
So basically,
but, you know, Super Nintendo, Genesis, around that time of era.
So basically, Mickey Mouse ain't really making his debut like Master Chief is all the time. You know what I'm saying? But Mickey Mouse is still up there. But anyway, back to the visuals. What were you saying about that, bro? Before I rudely cut you off.
The visuals is basically, I like how the way they went in from the 3D portion of Mickey Mouse into like a little cartoony type way. It wasn't like a fluid motion cartoon. It was just like, you know, still shots here and there, and it'll move briefly, and it'll make like, like they wouldn't actually talk, but you know, you have to read the little subtext and stuff like that.
It reminds you of Little Big Planet when you have to read most of the stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
Most of the time, because because like I said, they have very little information to pack on these CDs, so they make it a lot easier. Instead of putting voices on there, you can actually put text and let people read it. It's like a little developer's trick.
Right. But also this game reminded me, I don't know if you guys ever remember this game, for the GameCube, Super Mario Sunshine, the whole squirting system where you had to remove the paint off the wall, stuff like that. I find it somewhat similar, not exactly the same style, because you do have to use the Wiimote and use the camera angles at your own risk, mind you, to, you know, aim and shoot at the enemy, or, you know, take a certain part of the environment and actually, you know, make it to your advantage.
You said squirting system.
I mean, that's what Mario had, you know.
Moving on. I'm perverted. I'm sorry. Anyway, how's the controls, bro? How's the controls? I mean, I play with, again, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Basically, the controls is very simplistic. It's nothing complicated, you know, simple swinging the wand mode and, you know, hitting the A, B, the C button, the 1-2 button. You know, he either has the spin move. You have either the shoot the paint or the thinner. And he also has the ability moves, you know, to slow down time or drop a TV or an anvil, you know, like the little classic cartoon things, you know, like Tom and Jerry.
Put it like this. It'll be more for a general audience. We're hardcore gamers. We like the shooters. We like the blood splattering. We like the meleeing. We like the ultras and the ultra setups and combos and all these other games. And even with my man Big Sean playing Final Fantasy, boom, 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 boom. So thank you, Sean. So when we're okay, right, all right, yeah. So when we're used to it, when we're used to these kind of games, so when you play Epic Mickey, you always say, okay, hey, you know what? That's a game I'm gonna get for my little Tommy, so he can have some fun with it. Tommy's like, what am I doing with this? Give me Black Ops. Stop fronting.
Give me Grand Theft Auto.
Everybody, so, you know, Epic Mickey don't got no cursing in it.
No.
It don't got no violence in it. Well, it got a little bit of violence.
Somewhat violence because, you know, you do have the boss fights and the way how, like, certain actions are placed. But, you know, it's like kiddie violence, you know, throwing a cup or throwing a pie or, you know, something like that. You know, there's some little violence, but not too gory like shooting a gun or...
You know, I commend Disney for putting something together like this in this day and age, because they didn't follow the same regular patterns as all the other people with the blood and the gore and the shooting and the half naked women and taking your date to the car and it's me, you see the car rocking like Grand Theft Auto. No, Disney said we're not going to follow that route. What we're going to do is that we're going to put together a game where your family can play, because we want this game to be family based and family oriented. So I give them props for that. Now, Nelson, I know for a fact I'm not even going to ask. I never even bothered to look. There's no multiplayer on this, or is there any online or anything with this?
No online, no multiplayer. It's just a basic single-player game for the Nintendo Wii.
That's what I figured, because I didn't bother to look at it, because I was like, who would want to play this game online against their friends? No offense, Disney. We still love you. Thank you guys for sending us the game.
I don't see the reason why you would make a multiplayer game. What are you going to do, just shoot paint at each other the whole time?
You know what? I don't mind. Like in the world creating program in Little Big Planet. We sat there for mad hours creating all types of crap and all types of levels and worlds. So, I mean, they should put something like that in there. But Epic Mickey, there's not really that much to talk about. Honestly, from what we've gathered, we spoke to a lot of people. No one kind of really cares about this game.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but it's the truth. We cannot lie. We're real gamers. And for us to sit here in front like oh yeah, thumbs up. You know, it's not like, it's not thumbs up or thumbs down. This is from our perspective. There's some people right there, and I'm sure you're going to leave the comments right there.
Yes, you
below.
will.
Thank you very much for those of you who like to leave negative comments to us. Haters. We don't care. Keep doing it. Thank you very much. It's our opinion. Take it or leave it. Just pick up the game. As far as renting it, buying... as a matter of fact, do you have anything else to say about Mickey?
Honestly, right now, no. To be honest with you, no.
Okay, well, moving on. As far as renting it, buying it, or forgetting about it, what do you say, Nelson?
My honest opinion, rent it, because it's still a game that you could pick up if you're a Disney fan and you don't want anything like Final Fantasy or Dragon Ball Z or stuff like that. It's something for the old school crowd and whatnot. Disney, ooh, you got Mickey Mouse, stuff like that. My personal opinion, forget it.
Well, you know what I'll say? Here's what I'll say. I'll touch this nerve real quick. I'll say like this. If you are still, which is a very rare breed, but if you are still one of those parents out there that really do not want their kids really succumbing to all the violence in the game and all types of cursing and disrespect, I would say pick up this game and buy it and keep it in your library for your children, because they can have a lot of fun with it. The replay value is actually excellent, because I played the game. I've gotten very far. I have almost ended it. That's why I don't want to spoil it for people, because I know you ended it before me. And then I said, when you told me how the ending was, I said, I got to go check it out too. And it's the same ending. So I wouldn't spoil it, because people don't want me to spoil it like I did last time. I remember what happened last time with the comments, so I'm not going to spoil the ending.
With the Star Wars and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Nobody wants a spoiler. Fine. We're not going to spoil it. But I would say if you really want to have your kids entertained, even adults too that play the Epic Mickey, the replay value is cool. You can keep it on your shelf, keep it on your library, because Nintendo is coming out with some really good games. I can't wait for Nintendo one day to announce, which I know is not really happening yet, but I can't wait for them to announce that they're going to come out with a console that does 3D. I mean, HD. I keep saying 3D.
Hopefully the Nintendo Wii 2, maybe?
Hopefully. We don't know. But I would say if you are in that realm, pick it up for your children, because you don't have to worry about monitoring the game. The kids are going to be safe. They're not going to be having sex with prostitutes in the back of the yard like Grand Theft Auto. All right? And that's what I got to say about that. Okay? So I would say buy it if you really care about your children's future as far as violence. But if it's for an adult, rent it and then make your decision.
Yeah.
Now, there was something that we wanted to talk about. First of all, I want to say the monthly beatdown.
That's right.
It's going to be happening in January. I don't remember which day, because OHMS, if you look on our website, rawgameplay.com, don't forget, rawgameplay.com. You go to rawgameplay.com, you no longer see the monthly beatdown banner. And there's a lot of people asking me, what happened to the monthly beatdown banner? Did they stop doing the monthly beatdown? Christmas time, New Year's, nobody wants to really care about video games like that. They want to party, drink, hang out with the family, whatever the case may be. Nobody wants to go to any tournaments, so that's why you don't see that many tournaments at the end of the year. But OHMS and Frank from the eSpot told us that they're going to come out strong in January, so keep checking the website, rawgameplay.com, and you'll find out when the next monthly beatdown. We will be there hosting a stream, because guess what? Tell them, Nelson.
Well, we have a brand new computer that we have, which I'm basically going to call it godlike computer right now.
I agree with you.
And, we've been working out the kinks and whatnot. We did a little test run, so don't be surprised that we coming strong, guys. We done this in the past. We know what to expect.
That's correct.
We coming in strong.
And we're using all the right programs. We sat down, we did some research, we put this together.
That's right.
I mean, we got really great processing. We got we got the quad processing. We got over a gig Crossfire video cards. We have terabytes of hard drive space. 16 gigs of DDR RAM.
That's right.
Any of you guys who are interested in running your own stream, hit us up, Nelson at rawgameplay.com. or michael@rawgameplay.com. Send me an email. I'll give you the specifications. And a lot of people may say, oh, why? Why are you sharing this with people? Man, then you're going to have mad people doing streams. That's, you know, one thing about me, I'm appreciative. And I like to give back to the community.
That's right.
Because someone, thank you. First of all, shout out to Miguel Candelario, a.k.a. Cruenis. He hooked me up with this one guy's Ustream page. I forgot. It's like ustream.com/sfx something. I forgot. Sorry about it. But he's a really good streamer. And he put the specifications on his website, on his Ustream page. And he said, if you guys want to build your own stream, here's what I use. And he put it up there. And I said to myself, you know what, man? And there's tons of other people on YouTube.com that actually put their streams up there and tell you how they put the stream together. So I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm going to give back to the community and let you know how we put our stream. So if you have any questions, always feel free to ask me and Nelson, because we'll help you out, man. Because you know what? More competition equals better products, I would say. I took that line from Hip Hop Gamer. Hip Hop Gamer! All right, go ahead, Nelson. I spoke too much. Go ahead.
Yeah, but basically just watch out for us, you know, at the East spot, you know, for the monthly beatdown with Ohms. You know, we're going to make our little debut back, I guess you can say, into
we took some time off, but now we're back. Like I said before, we let a lot of people rock. You know what I'm saying? So now they up there. I ain't gonna mention no names, but you know, we know who you are. And now it's time for us to come back out there and take our rightful place on the throne. No offense. It's just, you know, it's gaming. You know what I mean? That's how we roll. Anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Just basically just happy holidays to everyone out there. I know when you guys see this review, it's going to basically be within the week of Christmas and whatnot. So just have a happy holidays and a happy New Year.
Have a happy Christmas, Kwanzaa, Yom Kippur, if that's around. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know if
but have a happy holidays all together. We got just before we go, we gotta see we can talk longer because we don't have a time limit anymore.
Yes, that
because
is right.
we fly, because they let us rock for whatever we want. We have the CEO back there, Sean Griffith from rawgameplay.com. He's back there. He's actually watching the episode right now. So, you know, he's just you know, being here to just have our back and support us.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Sean Griffith. Big Sean. Of course, you heard him laughing all day. Boop, 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 yeah. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know how that could be positive, but yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. I like the fact that we can keep talking without having to worry about the time limit.
Yeah.
That's why I like to be myself.
Exactly.
And this is how it is. This was an epic Mickey review. We already rocked that in the beginning. Now, guys, I just want to say before we go, all the equipment that we've bought for Raw Gameplay, we have mixers, we have hard drives, we have sound cards, we have little HD cameras, we have the big microphones. I mean, shoot, that microphone by itself costs like $200 by itself. So what we're trying to say is that all this, what we're doing here, is for you, the community. We don't get paid for this. So whatever we're doing is genuine. And remember that we're always doing this is genuine because we do it for the gamers. This is for gamers by real gamers.
Yes.
And this is what we do. And we've been doing this for over 2 years now, and we don't get paid. So what we do, we spend our own money when we get paid, our full-time jobs, and we pay for our equipment. So if you guys want to help out, keep costs down, keep us going, if you support us, simply look in the description of this the show. You're gonna see a PayPal link. If you want to help us out, make a donation. Hintity hint hint. My birthday is December 30th. So if you want to bless me with some donation money, that'll be okay.
Also, just to let you know, because I know we did have a problem with the PayPal account when we did link it to the description. If that's the case, guys, you always can go to rawgameplay.com, make a PayPal donation on the tab right there, and it'll link you right to our PayPal account to bless us.
That's right, because this joint costs money, bro.
That's right.
All right, and we ain't rich. I'm about to buy me some half a chicken with some French fries with some chicken wings on the side. No, I just said chicken wings. All right, my name is Michael Herter from rawgameplay.com.
This is Nelson Rios from rawgameplay.com.
But the only thing we like raw is our video gameplay. And don't forget, visit www.rawgameplay.com.